Hello, you're welcome. This is Moment for Thought. I am Aliyu Bababaro. If you remember, last week we had a discussion on the issue of nation building or Nigeria's development strides against the tides of corruption, which has been with us for far too long, trying to do away with it so that all fabrics of the economy will move ahead as a system. And if you could remember last discussion, we had two distinguished Nigerians. We had General IBM Haruna, former Minister of Information and Culture. And talking about culture, you remember the Festac 77, where the whole African nations were in Nigeria to showcase cultural orientation and value system. Could we rekindle such kind of values on the continent of Africa? And I remember Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari was championing anti-corruption campaign for Africa. And I hope we'll continue with such things to lead the way. You're welcome, General.
Thank you.
Professor Femi Odekunle, he is a criminologist, the first in the country. I always like to say that. Perhaps it was a subject that people were running away from. Maybe especially when you want to do practicals, you go to the prisons, you go to all these places and see things yourself at that time. And he's a public commentator on political, social, governance and international affairs. Professor Femi Odekunle, unlike the Waling Garkida, he doesn't have traditional title. I would have loved you during any of your research to go down the grassroots and see what is happening there. I'm very cautious. I like this title. It belongs only to Alafin. Because to you...
That's the one who kills his mother and his father.
No.
That's the meaning of Ikubabaye.
I know, but the one that they say...
That's the one who kills both father and mother.
Father and mother.
Yes.
But how do you call that one? Alafioyo?
Alafioyo. Ikubabaye.
So,
yes.
No, that one, he defied date. No death coming to him. He continued to prolong life, and you are always here with us when we are talking about that. So you are not killing your father and mother.
No.
After
I
all,
have the grace of God.
After all,
yes.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
But you are still a grassroots man, I suppose.
Yes, I am.
Yes. Let me start with you, because on our last discussion, you brought up an issue when we talk about corruption in high places, that we have a leader who perhaps not only in Nigeria is championing the fight against corruption on the continent of Africa. And for far too long we've been talking about leadership. We lack leadership. Your main issue is the followership, the Nigeria as a system. And you said the recent happenings, it doesn't leave anything to be desired. How has it been? Especially you from the Presidential Committee, Advisory Committee Against Corruption.
Now, the point I made the last time we met is to say that we had believed that leadership was crucial. Regardless of what Western lecturers or public policy lecturers will tell us in Africa that what we should worry about is institution, not strong leaders. That one, neither here nor there, but we believe that why in Western countries it is the tail that wags the head, because they could remove a leader in democratic means anytime they wanted, but that in our case it is the head that wags the tail. If you look at the recent history of Nigeria, from Murtala Muhammad, then to from Gawan to Murtala Muhammad, then Agishagari, then Buhari, Diagbon, and so on and so forth. You could see that when you have the leadership that is strong, it could affect the tail. That is why some of us believe that for our circumstances, we do need strong leadership. And I would say that even if you look at the US now, the strength of Trump, despite the fact that we may not like his politics, his strength is even shaking the so-called 200-plus-year-old institutions in the US. So the point I'm trying to make is that we are at the point insisting on strong leadership to fight corruption and instill discipline. So in 20